All right, what's up, everybody? Christopher Leon. What's up, everybody? Christopher Leon Johnson here. So today is the 6th of April. I might make a little quick video about this so-called participatory budgeting um, stuff that you see with the city council members they are doing. I saw this post by C. Panoff. Shout out to C. Panoff. He makes some great stuff on Twitter. Great tweets. I appreciate it. I want to make this real clear about participatory budgeting, right? So-called participatory budgeting, which that means is technically is like you could dole out it's people, so-called constituents, deciding of how capital funding gets spread out. Now, I want to make this clear, right? And this happens every year in the city council where the speaker will allow members to either dole out their capital funding without community input, or they could do it with community input. And the way they do with community input is called participatory budgeting. Now, I want to make this clear to a lot of people about this BS that they call participatory budgeting. Um, Participatory budgeting is a scam. Now, what goes on is all the items that you see that you're going to vote on, or the people that you see they're going to vote on, they're all going to be funded. The point is to give people it's called the illusion of democracy, and that what people got to understand about participatory budgeting is nothing but the illusion of democracy, and that's why, like, when it comes to certain things that I see with, like, when it comes to the city council, the New York City City Council, or when it comes to the state assembly and the state senate, I don't really get mad about it because I know this is nothing but a photo op. It's nothing but a scam. It's nothing but the illusion of choice, and it's nothing but the illusion of, like, well, the people has a say of what goes on in their community. It's complete bullshit, right? And everybody, to keep it real, right? If the people had a real say of how capital funding gets spent on, it would never be spent on schools that has corrupt principals and corrupt administrators who part of the UFT and the CSA, running those schools, getting the funding. And a majority of the time, when it comes to capital funding, all it's about is appeasing people that have voters, that have votes and voter blocks. And that's all capital funding is about. Now, when it comes to discretionary funding, that's a different topic. But everybody should know, if you know about government and finance and nonprofits, you should know about discretionary funding, where discretionary funding basically is like the city council members have their discretion to dole out X amount of money to a nonprofit. But we all know what that's about when it comes to discretionary funding, to where that all this is about is funding those nonprofits that's going to give them the votes. So people got to understand, like, well, why are they funding this nonprofit? Why are all these companies funding this one nonprofit? Because they have a voter block and they have a lot of votes. And majority of the time is about staying astute with compliance. It's a different topic. But going forward with the stuff, don't please, I'm gonna tell people right now, do not get worked up about council members like Julie Menon participating in the participatory budgeting option, the so-called give their constituents the option of voting on what should be funded with capital funding. It's a complete scam. Julie Menon knows what she's going to fund. All those, like I said, all those items that these council members that's participating in the so-called participatory budgeting program, all of those going to get funded. All of them will be funded some way, somehow. Now, like I said, it's a scam. It's all rigged. They know what the money is going to get doled out to what capital project in their district. It's a complete scam. And like I said, anytime they say, well, vote at this location, they're using that to promote the nonprofit that they're going to dole discretionary funding out to. That's all a scam. That's all a scam. And you got to look at what's going on. So this is a quick thing to tell people, like, yo, do not be phased about any of these council members that doing this participatory budgeting bullshit. I'm going to say this right now. And this I'm going to give my thing to the count. Like, this is what I give my shout to. I give my shout to the council members that do not, the council members that doesn't participate in participatory budgeting, because they know it's bullshit. Why are you going to waste everybody's time and give people the delusion of delusion of like they got a voice of what's gonna happen in the community. It's complete bullshit. When you're a council member, 98% of the time, you will never ever give the constituents the say of what goes on in the community. It's complete bullshit. When you get a city council, you have your own agenda. You have your own goals set. Like, this is what you're going to do when you get this discretionary funding. You'll fund this nonprofit. You'll fund this capital project. You'll try to get money from the state. You'll get money from the federal level. You'll get money from the mayor's office to fund what you got to fund to keep your job for another second term or third term, or hell, you want to elevate the state assembly, state senate. That's what you're going to do. So all this bullshit where it's like, well, the people, let's get this program called participatory budgeting and give people the so-called say what goes on in the district. It's a complete scam, guys. Don't pay no mind. Don't get worked up about it. It's nothing but some bullshit. It's a scam. And people got to be, like I said, from a few seconds ago, when they promote the participatory budgeting votings at certain locations, most of the time it's nonprofits that they fund or they're going to fund. So you got to watch the technology, what they're trying to do with this participatory budgeting bullshit. It's a scam, guys. Don't pay no mind. Like I said, the best council members are the ones that don't participate in this stuff. It's a scam, right? And I'm going to say it right now, like, it's a scam. It's nothing but to fool you and to think that you got a voice in your district. You don't have a voice in your district. The only people that the council members on list to are the people that get them into office. The people that get into political office are usually the nonprofits and the stakeholders. That's it. The NGOs and the stakeholders. And when it comes, like I said, when it comes to do participatory with capital funding, all that is nothing but staying compliance, because it's only a certain amount of stuff that you could fund with capital funding. And when it comes to discretionary funding, it's another different beast. That's something I had to explain more in a different video. But it's nothing but buying votes with your money. Capital funding is another form of buying votes with your money. Same thing, discretionary funding is buying votes with your money. So it's complete bullshit. Like I said, I don't really care for stuff like that. Every year they do this every year. I don't really care for stuff like this. Like, stuff like it's bullshit. And if I came in city council, I would have never ever participated in participation. I'll explain to the people, like, look, you people really don't have a voice of what goes on in your district. Like, if you really wanted the voice, you have to sit down and say, look, this is what to be funded, and we all agree was going to get funded. And when it's time to fund it, the earmark it, this is going to be earmarked into. But don't, like I said, I'm not going to play any game of like, let's give the illusion of democracy and put all the stuff I'm going to earmark anyway, and then tell people like, you vote on these items anyway. It's bullshit. It's a waste of time, waste of money. So like I said, it's a bullshit. It's a waste of resources. It's a waste of time. And if I had my way, I'll get rid of participatory budgeting. It's complete bullshit. It's a scam. So I'm gonna go. No point. Later. Adios. Happy 6th. Later.